Making the invisible visible, Black women 365 days of the year. Each day will spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped Black, British or global diasporic history. Women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance and legacy. Let's begin.
Hi, my name is Nicola Griffiths and I am the founder of Grown Ass Women Collective, which is a breathwork offering for women. I like to meet things with curiosity. I think there's so much going on and so much hidden depth to the people that I'm working with. There's so much that we walk on the surface of. And what I think some of my work is trying to get a little bit underneath that surface and to see what's there, how we can connect to ourselves, how we can connect to each other and the world at large. That's kind of really the curiosity that I come with. That is an evolving practice. And what I'm looking at the moment, I think, I touched on it just previously about how we connect to ourselves, each other and the wider world. And whether we do that through participation, whether we do that through relationship, and whether we do that through connection, and using the tools of breathwork, artistic inquiry, gathering people. Those are some of the vehicles which I use to explore that. I found that working with women of colour in particular, there is a lot that is often not able to come up in mixed spaces, and creating this particular container has allowed a deeper exploration into that in a way that has felt quite rich, actually, quite there's a lot that's coming up. I'm always very inspired when I work with the women. And often whilst I'm the facilitator, I'm also learning so much, and it becomes like a circular offering. So it's not just like I facilitate, they receive. I'm also receiving in the process. Okay, so my breathwork training has had a huge impact on me. My breathwork training was quite specific because it was around decolonial practice and social justice. And the things that have stayed with me have been around the questions around identity, how I am moving through the world, and how breath can be supportive actually within that, and be a resource to lean on for some of the questions that come up when we start looking at identity, about remembering histories, about lineage, about generational experiences and transference and things like that. So my breathwork training has really been not just about learning about the breath, but it's also given me the opportunity to learn more about myself and where I am. I've been really trying to get on with Instagram, and I've created this daily practice called the collective pause practice. And what that's forced me to do is every day I have to show up and offer something to the world of Instagram that I am pausing for, and perhaps they might want to pause for too. So it has really made me look at the really small things with some kind of new lens. So my day to day, I could just be bobbing along in my normal way, but I'm trying to see what is the thing that is causing pause in my day, or causing me to reflect, or helping me share some gratitude, or really sit within the tiny things that can go unnoticed so easily on a day-to-day basis, and value them really, and have some curiosity around them. So I think my pauses are the things that are helping me really hold joy and move from one day to the next. And I found it really interesting, actually, really, really interesting to try to articulate these reflections in that format and also for myself to experience and to notice. So I think a lot of the thing about holding joy and momentum is being able to take the time to notice what there is in the everyday. That's how I'm going to summarise that, yeah.
Thank you for joining us for today's story. Making the Invisible Visible is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.